Obviously, really proud of our guys. It wasn't our cleanest game, I would say, but I thought just the ability to find a way to get it done, ultimately that's what it's all about. I think it's always tough to go on the road and win this league. And our guys, we had multiple guys step up and have to go in the game that, maybe not necessarily were planning on going in the game. And I thought our coaching staff did a nice job making a lot of adjustments, and ultimately the players themselves being able to go in there and make the plays necessary to get the dub. Give Jacksonville a lot of credit. I think, we knew this was going to be a battle. There's too many good players over there, too many good coaches. You look at, they've lost 3 games now, 4 under 5 points. So, but I'm just really happy with the effort of our group, the resiliency of our group. It's tough to do when the momentum's swinging one way, and that's a crazy phenomenon. But the ability to go in there at the end of the game and make a humongous play to Jaden Reed there, and I got to give our guys a lot of credit. The guys up front blocking for him, Tucker Kraft coming around, Jaden Reed making the play, and to be able to win on a walk-off 2 weeks in a row is kind of crazy. I don't want it to continue to happen that way. I'd like to win outright, but because it's taken years off our lives. But no, I'm just really happy for our guys.
Do you have any idea of the significance of Jordan's injury?
I do not. No idea. But obviously, high level of concern anytime a guy is in there, and he did it early in that first drive, and I think everybody could see him struggling to move around, and it got to a point where we didn't feel like, and he didn't feel like he could protect himself. So went with Malik, and you can't say enough great things about Malik Willis, the job that he's able to do to go in there. The moment's never too big for him, and he made a lot of big-time plays in this game, not only with his arm, but his ability to had a big pickup with his legs. I'm just really proud of our guys.
Yeah, it's one thing to do it with a week's, not that it's easy, but he had a week worth of prep each of the previous 2 starts. But to do it like this, what did you and Tom, it looked like you guys were over there talking to him before he went out for that one series. What did you tell him?
Just kind of going through the plays that he felt most comfortable with. It's always hard when you turn to your backup quarterback, because all their reps are in practice, running the scout team. And so he didn't get any reps with the plan. Sean Mannion, Connor Lewis do a great job with staying with him post-practice to work on getting reps on air, but there's nothing like going out there and doing the real thing. And I thought, he played as well as we could ever expect him to. I thought he did a really nice job.
Was that last play a can?
Yes, it was. Well done, Pete. I'm impressed. Very well done.
What do you think of him having the confidence to do that in such a crucial?
Not only was it a can play, but it was a play that we didn't even have up in the game plan. That we talked about it on Tuesday. We thought there might be something there. Decided against it, and then we ran the keeper earlier in the game, and Vrabel suggested it. He's like, "Hey, it looks like the play is there," and so we put it in on the sideline. So no reps in practice. I think that's a big time credit to our guys to be able to go out there and execute it. Jaden Reed, Tucker, the O-line, the backs, everybody's selling it. And then ultimately Malik making the throw. So that was a pretty cool one, probably one I'll never forget.
Do you recall what you were thinking as he was doing that?
Yeah, I was just looking for the rotation. The rotation came down. We ran it was the exact same play, essentially 2 plays in a row, where we didn't get the look. They brought a nickel pressure on the first play, didn't get the look for it. And then the second play, they showed strong rotation, got the look, and the rest is history. But I'm so impressed by you, Pete. Really impressed. Great job.
Do you think you surprised them with taking the shot like that?
Rob, are you jealous?
Well, no, you don't need to make him like his head any bigger than.
I mean, yeah, that's a great job. Various. Yeah, good job. You should be proud of him.
Do you think you surprised him with the shot downfield just because of all the runs and the other plays that have been there?
I'm sure they were thinking, like, what the heck are these guys doing? They're going to play for overtime, and I was just hoping that there was going to be strong rotation, and had a pretty good idea. I mean, with the amount of single safety they were playing throughout the course of the game, that there was a chance that we could get it, and we got it.
I don't think Chris Brooks has ever scored a touchdown in his career, so it has to be tempting when they're letting him score. Are you not surprised? But
he's a selfless guy. He does what we ask him to do. We told him in the situation that we call it a Rolex situation. So no matter what, that you're going down, the clock's got to run. Obviously, you're playing for the field goal right there. And he did a good job of executing and not scoring. He'll get his time. I'm confident of that. I think Chris Brooks has been a huge asset to our team, a great pickup. Got to give Goody and his group a ton of credit for that one, to be able to identify that guy. And I know Campanelli was super fired up when we brought him in. He was with them last year in Miami, and just said a ton of great things about the guy, and it's holding true. And he's starting to get more and more time on offense. He's obviously contributed on defense, and just lucky to have a guy like that.
At the risk of sounding like Will D here, maybe Pete could tell me what Edgerrin Cooper was doing on that coverage down the field, but was that pretty impressive when you had that?
Yeah, it was absolutely. I think we were in Tampa too right there, and that's just a Mike run through, and the Mike's responsible for taking the middle run through, and it looked like that they were going to get a big time completion. I think that was third down, if I'm not mistaken. And I didn't see it. I saw it live. It happened right in front of me. I just saw the ball come out, but it sounded like just from the guys upstairs that he might have punched the ball out. I sure as heck hope Christian Kirk's all right. That looked like just a really hard fall, so obviously concerned about him.
what do you think of the defense today as a whole?
I'll be honest with you. The amount of time that I was spending with the offense and trying to make a lot of adjustments, I just kind of saw the results. So, I mean, like I said, I think that's a good football team. They've got a lot of playmakers. They got 3, I think, really good receivers. They got a stud running back, a stud quarterback, and a stud tight end. So, we knew that they were going to get their shots in. It was just about staying resilient. Obviously, the sequence when we had the sack fumble and the recovery on the 5-yard line or whatever it was, and our ability to go in and score, that you could argue that was the difference of the game. Twice our defense set us up with great field position, and we were able to capitalize. I believe the other one, did we get a field goal out of? Yeah, so we got 10 points off those 2 takeaways, which was big time.
I think 14.
Was it 14? Okay. Sorry, my brain's all over the place right now.
I know you guys say no block, no rock. Christian hasn't gotten a ton of targets. What do you think of what he gave today and then the block he had on Josh's block?
I think Christian Watson does a great job, and he always is there for us. We want to obviously get him involved. I think there was a couple opportunities we're going to look back and, wish the ball maybe had gone to another place, especially when, they lost a corner. But that's football. You can't always pick where it's going to go, and our quarterbacks are trained a certain way. We probably didn't communicate as well as we should have as a staff. Myself, I'm blaming to let them know when that happened, hey, let's try to take advantage of this, and that's why the ball didn't go there. So I got to do a better job with that.
2 more, please.
Overall, what do you make of what Willis has done for you? This is 3 games now.
It's been pretty damn impressive. So that's impressive is the word.
Josh Jacobs kind of picking it up when Jordan went out of the game. What do you make of his play?
Oh, he's a stud, isn't he? I mean, the physicality that he runs with. He looked a little gimpy at the end of the game right there, and he still wanted to stay in. But I just thought it was best to get him out and get him checked out. And but yeah, he is a pro's pro. I can't say enough great things about him. We're lucky to have a guy like that. The way he comes in and communicates and works and demands it of himself, but demands it of others as well.